Welcome to Catholic News World.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
The Catholic Bishops of Australia announced that Cardinal George Pell, Prefect Emeritus of the Vatican Secretariat for the Economy, died at age 81. The Bishops' page said, Archbishop Anthony Fisher has confirmed the reports of the death of Cardinal George Pell, his predecessor as Archbishop of Sydney. Eternal rest grant unto him, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon him. May he rest in peace. Pell had recently attended the funeral of his friend, Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. Cardinal Pell was imprisoned in 2019 after he was found guilty of abusing two 13-year-old choir boys in the 1990s. He spent over 12 months in prison near Melbourne. The Cardinal was completely exonerated by a High Court ruling in April 2020. The ruling was welcomed by the Holy See which, in a statement, stated that it had always placed its trust in the Australian Judicial Authority. He died of cardiac arrest after complications from a hip replacement surgery. The Vatican promoter of justice, Alessandro Ditti, has opened an investigation into the case of Emanuela Orlandi, a teenage daughter of a Vatican employee who went missing in 1983. In 2022, Netflix produced a documentary on the events surrounding the disappearance of Emanuela, Vatican Girl. The Vatican did not mention the documentary as a reason for reopening but requests from the family. This film brought the story of Emanuela to light for a broader public audience. Emanuela Orlandi, born on the 14th of January in 1968, was a Vatican teenager who mysteriously disappeared while returning home from a flute lesson in Rome on the 22nd of June in 1983. Her father was a Vatican employee, and there has been great speculation over why she was kidnapped. On January 10, the first hearing of the trial was held against the Nicaraguan Bishop Rolando Alvarez, who was abducted by the police on August 19 from the Archiepiscopal Palace of the Diocese of Matagalpa and, later, locked up in his home by the judge of the 10th Criminal Court District of Managua, Gloria Maria Saavedra Corrales. The Diocese of Matagalpa has called a day of permanent prayer to pray for the hierarchy. The prelate, very critical of the government of President Daniel Ortega, faces charges of conspiracy to undermine national integrity and propagation of false news to the detriment of the state and Nicaraguan society, according to the AFE news agency. Although in this first session, the judge will only have to decide if she sends the case to an oral and public trial, and if she keeps the bishop in pre-trial detention or not. During 2022, there was an expulsion of the apostolic nuncio in the country, Valdemar Zomertog, and 18 religious of the Missionaries of Charity, as well as the closure by the authorities of numerous media outlets linked to the church. The Football Association of Argentina brought the FIFA World Cup to Our Lady of Luján Church in thanksgiving. The Football Association took the World Cup trophy to the National Shrine of Our Lady of Luján World Church. The president of the Football Association, named Claudio Fabian Chiquitapia, said, "I brought the World Cup trophy to the Virgin of Luján, the patron saint of Argentina, this afternoon." The president of the Argentine Football Association, AFA, Claudio Fabian Chiquitapia, presented the winner's trophy of the FIFA World Cup to the country's patron saint, Our Lady of Luján. The pilgrimage site tweeted a statement that they felt great joy about this gesture of gratitude, and the pilgrimage site also published photos. On the feast of the baptism of the Lord, Pope Francis baptized 13 babies in the Sistine Chapel. Pope Francis said, "Dear parents, thank you for bringing your children here, for letting them enter the church. And this is a good day, because we don't forget when we were baptized. It is like a birthday, because baptism makes us reborn to the Christian life. This is why I advise you to teach your children the date of baptism, like a new birthday, that every year they remember and thank God for this grace of having become Christians. This is a task that I recommend you do. Then, let's reflect a little on the fact that these children that you are bringing now are starting a road, but it is up to you and the godparents to help them continue on this road. That they learn prayer, as children, because prayer will be what will give them strength throughout their lives, in good times, to thank God, and in bad times, to find the strength. It is the first thing you must teach, to pray. Over 500,000 people visit a church for the 400-year-old Black Nazarene feast in the Philippines. Millions of devotees usually attend the Traslacion, the annual procession featuring the image of the Black Nazarene, which starts in January, with a prayer vigil during the night. However, for the past 3 years this procession was cancelled due to the worldwide health crisis. Instead, on January 8 there was a walk of faith where 88,000 devotees prayed while walking. On January 9, the reported number of faithful to have visited the church is over 500,000 by 9 p.m. This feast is a manifestation of popular devotion in the Philippines that has lasted more than 4 centuries, with millions of devotees who place their hopes in the suffering Christ. The peak of the program used to be the traditional procession through the streets of Manila with a statue, in black wood, depicting Christ carrying the cross towards the Calvary. The statue of the Black Nazarene was made by an unknown Aztec artist in Mexico in 1606 and arrived in the Philippines with the first group of Augustinians.
Watch our programme every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Catholic News World channel. God bless.
Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless.